Yeah, so I mean, it's got to keep our heads straight, and just remember that not all the games are going to be super easy, obviously, and we're just going to keep running through as best as we can. We've been doing pretty well this season, and we have some pretty good team chemistry growing. I'm sure you saw during those games we were trying a lot of new three-man passing plays.
Mhm.
So we're going to keep working on that. Just keep working on individual skill as well as team plays,
Yeah.
and just keep running through as best as we can, man.
And I really said it during the cast too. Those three-man passing plays, when executed perfectly, are next to unstoppable to defend,
Yep.
next to impossible to defend. So it's really incredible. The work that you guys have put in on those three-man passes. Like I said, you connect on all three parts of that pass. You're scoring 95% of the time. Um,
Yep.
so it's incredible. So any shout outs you want to give to chat?
Well, shout out to everybody that showed up and watched tonight. I don't know if he's still watching, but my buddy Colton Drinville and my buddy Steven, thank you for tuning in. But we also want to shout out Howard. They're probably not watching, but we're coming for Howard, man. We got some good competition with them, so that'll
Absolutely.
be exciting.
Yeah, it's a great matchup. So all eyes are going to be on that Howard Community College JWU Blue match coming up in about an hour. Over at NEC stream, you can go and watch that. Like I said, in about an hour, NECC underscore esports on Twitch. So, Dilmac, I think you and I will chat here in a little bit in the post game chat here with the squad. So I'll let you go here, hop into the chat with them. I'll chat with you a
Sure.
bit. So everybody in the chat, thank you so much for stopping by. The stream here today will be on next week again with another matchup for NTC on Twitch. So for everybody at NTC Esports, I'm Spencer Hart. So long.
You're such a catastrophe. Hold on, you've been running for oh so long, and soon I'll be gone. Gotta build it up and then break down. Give it a taste and drop your jaw to the ground. Then you'll know what to do, and we'll pick it up and give it right back to you. Save your breath and get down with me. I never thought it would be this easy. Just spread it like it's the same. It's easy to be crazy after dignity. You'll always be such a catastrophe.
Hey man, I just can't find a comfortable headset. I mean, I've tried everything. Literally everything.
Sheesh, my brother. I got you.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
That is comfortable.
And welcome back to the NECC, the East Champions. We're going to keep it rolling with another matchup in that division, this time in the middle of the pack as Nichols College at 4-3. I just put up 4-4. I'm not a math major. Right? At 4-3, we'll be taking on West Virginia University Potomac State College. Say that 10 times fast. Also at 4-3. These teams vying for playoff positioning here as the weeks become closer and closer. We will see, however, who will walk away with 5 wins and who's going to walk away back at 500. Bison, Catamounts, let's get it cracking. My name is Ethan Dolan, probably better known as Nelhad, and we are back to back. So nice, we just had to cast it twice. Grant joining me in the booth once again.
Oh yes, we love to be here, Ethan. I'm glad to be doing it back to back with none other than the man himself, the handsome Nelhad, or Ethan Dolan, whatever you want to call him. He's a G. He's awesome. Anyway, like you said, we got Nichols College versus, we'll just abbreviate it, WVU Potomac State, and they're both tied on the records, both still in the running for playoffs, if I'm not mistaken, which I don't think I am this time around, so that's 1 thumbs up and 2 thumbs up, and a mouse for me here on the NECC. So we are looking to see some pretty evenly matched stuff here. Now, these guys did meet earlier. No, they didn't. They're just bolded for other reasons on the sheet. I thought they met in week 1. I was so excited to see the results, but we're just going to have to see the results for the first time around here coming up in this next series, Ethan.
You were correct. I believe they did meet week 1. It was a 3-0 sweep in Potomac's favor. So, Grant, I don't think you've ever been wrong once. I say go with your gut. Although my gut's substantially larger, yours seems to be more correct here in every situation. But this is a rematch of week 1. And despite that big win in week 1 for Potomac, these teams, as we said, are both balanced out at 4-3 on the year. Potomac has pushed some very solid teams the distance. They took St. Clair, who's at 7-1 right now, to a full 5 games. They pushed Durham to a 4-game series, as did Nichols College 2 weeks ago. Grant, this is exciting. Both these teams are looking for a win. Potomac's coming off a bye. However, Nichols College coming off a big 3-0 sweep against a team we just saw on stream, St. Clair, or Montclair, excuse me.
See, and the other interesting thing, right, is I was just taking a look at it because they've actually had these similar opponents and have the same outcomes for almost all of them, except for one, and then there was a difference in the teams that they played for one of the weeks. So we look at the records, they seem evenly matched, but when they play each other, we saw that 3-0 go in favor of Potomac State. So theoretically, we could say, oh, Potomac State wins this, but I don't know. It feels more of like a toss-up to me. I'm not sure what's going to happen here. I couldn't tell you. It kind of makes me wish that I just had all the VODs on my screen going at once just to see all the little details picked out. And that just sounds like fun. I might just do that for fun after the broadcast. Who knows?
Yeah, so what I do actually is I turn all the VODs on my monitor every night, and I use my monitor like a pillow. And I just absorb all the games through osmosis. You know, they just end up in my head. So yeah, I would try that. Any young caster trying to get some clout, do that. Your memory. Yeah, write that down. Okay. Write that down.
Yeah, monitor for osmosis.
Yeah.
Through the brain. Okay, got it.
Well, sleeping. Right. Very effective. Very effective. We're gonna see which of these teams' offensive game plans will be effective here in game number 1. Potomac State taking on Nichols. Both knotted up at 4-3. Looking for some ground. Azuro coming through here, but there's Tunasav with the big save. Bottom left. Rots getting us going early on for the Catamounts.
Great carry, first of all, from Azuro to drop it right in front for Rots to come around the backside and smack it into the face, smack it into the goal of Nichols College. A great way to start things off here. We are going, and Azuro also rocking that sweet GC title, which I might actually be getting my hands on come April 3rd, end of the season. But goodness gracious, there's a crack in the defense and a crack in my voice. Azuro, as we speak about him, scores a second.
Yeah, and nary a crack was needed, but Azuro was going to find it and absolutely blow through it for a goal. 2-0. Potomac has just come out absolutely hot to start. And they're going to find another goal of the kickoff right there. Goal food just eating that one up out here. 3-0. This team is looking incendiary to start, Grant.
Tasty goal right there, Ethan. This person, they might even be a chef. Who knows? Check the major. Maybe it's culinary. Who knows? But they are serving up some quick goals here. Hot and ready to go. Turn on the hot sign and get ready for a dominant series for Potomac.
It's computer information systems, but you know what? Close enough to culinary. We'll give you a clean pass on that one. Riley gonna find a goal here for Nichols on the other end. A beautiful passing play. We've got 4 goals. We're not even down to 4 minutes yet on the clock. This game has just been an absolute track meet.
Man, you told me, give me a clean pass. Check out that pass from Rots and Azuro. You love to see stuff like that. Or not Rots and Azuro, what am I saying? Tuna and Riley. I looked at the wrong part of the leaderboard. Doesn't matter, because coming into the wrong section of town is Nichols College. They are trying to get into the territory of Potomac, but they are not succeeding. Oh my goodness, I take it back immediately. Wild Army, son, for 1 goal down.
Look at Riley just doing the little things right here. Goal Azuro a little slow. Riley says, you know what? I see Wild Army coming through on the other side. That's an easy goal. We have a 1-score differential after Potomac came out to a 3-0 lead. What is happening in this game, Grant?
I don't know. It's only been 1 minute. I can't even believe it. I didn't even realize this game felt so slow, and it feels like it's going so fast. It is just playing with my brain, much like I'm going to do tonight, putting that monitor and sucking in information through osmosis.
Osmosis. Hey, you know, it works for tests too. You just open your textbook, sleep on that bad boy. Guarantee you'll wake up in the morning with at least 20 more brain cells than you went to bed with. And it looks like both teams might need 20 goals to win this game. But an absolute, just a track meet. Just sprinted for it. Scoring has slowed down a little bit here in minute 2, and for good reason. Defense has actually entered the arena, has gotten onto the pitch. Both teams tighten up a little bit. We'll see if Rots can do anything with this play from midfield. 3:20 on the clock. Wild Army Sun getting up 1-goal lead for Potomac State right now.
Now to the ceiling is Gold Food, sends it right over Tuna. They're in danger here. Wild Armyson pops it up high. Azuro contests with Riley. Riley wins it for Nichols. It's out to the left side. Rots has possession and control. Gets it past 1. Uses the rest of their boost to try to get a second. Off the back wall now. Gold Food looks for the angle. Doesn't find it. Riley misses. Azuro in. Demo on the goal line. Tuna's in the way. Now another pass out from the own opposition of the defense. Rots up high to the ceiling. No, it goes way out to the other side. Riley down low. Gold Food up high. Wild Army Sun is there, and it's out.
Yeah, Riley trying to find some there, can't get it to go. Here's Rots, who's had some very solid touches this game and is going to find a goal there, just stemming from a solid contact in the midfield. Look at Rots coming through, nice touch, ends up in the lower right-hand corner. Very solid touch with the goal. I hope Grant found some WD-40 for that chair right there. Almost as loud as the performance that Potomac is putting on here.
For those who don't know what's going on right now, Caleb, it's not a chair, it's a dog toy. This man left his mic unmuted. The funniest thing I have heard casting in NECC, just the greatest here. Also, for those of you looking to get into casting, I believe we have a casting workshop on April 3rd at 6 p.m., but Rots is putting on their own clinic with this goal right here.
Absolutely gorgeous transition and a pretty good goal too here. Grant in the booth spins some absolute fire, but beautiful goal. Rots putting Potomac on the back right now. Nichols, they found 2 goals. They found them in a hurry, quick succession, but all of a sudden it's faded away in the face of this Potomac offense. They have just been too much to handle, and Rots looking for another goal right there. Wild Army Sun able to play a bit of defense. Minute 55, Nichols has to find that urgent pace they had earlier on if they want to send this one to overtime or potentially find a win.
Well, they are 3 goals down. It is a lot to climb back from. Tunasav up to the side. No, Rots beats them there. Wild Army Sun's able to get in the way. They can continue for now, but Azuro beats him out. Tuna in the face of Riley, cuts him off, leaves it out for Rots. No, they're just too quick to the punch, and now they continue downfield up to the top. Waterfall down, it's off target. They won't be able to push in just yet. Riley tries to send it out the midfield off the side wall. Now a connection down low for Wild Army Sun. Takes it up to the wall. wants to shovel out a pass, but they're just unable to manufacture anything of that sort. Goldfood puts it out for Potomac. Now Tuna Sav to Riley. Here's a connection over the head of Azuro. Almost. Wild Armyson is going to try to bring this back around, but 1 minute is dwindling away now. As this clock keeps going, so does the defense of Potomac. They keep their 3-goal lead in game number 1. Looking to build on it for Tuna with a save, though.
Yeah, good save indeed. And looking like it's going to be too little too late no matter what Nichols does with 40 seconds to go. Trailing 3, they would need a miracle and some change at this point. And Azuro trying to end it. Not going to be able to do it there. Rots looking for something off the sidewall. Solid touch. Able to dribble under one, gets it by the second. There's Riley. Can't quite find the conversion. Bit of miscommunication there on the defensive end. But like we said, it's probably not going to matter. Potomac up 3 goals here, 15 seconds to go. Game 1 all but put to bed here.
10 seconds will soon turn to none. In front of the net, Azuro doesn't get the 6th. Riley wants to get 3. So does Wild Armyson. Fires downfield, long, up to the ceiling. Rots up and Riley down. Potomac take it. Game 1, 5-2.
5-2 indeed. Nichols had some bright spots there, Grant. They just couldn't quite get it to go. I've got to refute something in chat quick. I am indeed certified. I'm a junior in college. The only way I've passed any test is osmosis. I've never studied. I've never cracked a book except between the hours of midnight and 5 a.m. So let it be known. Certified. I'm putting my stamp of approval on it. Just don't contact Ball State for my transcripts, all right? And I'll keep that between me and the big man. But yeah, Nichols here, Grant, they got to find that offense they have. They had a quick stretch where they put in 2 quick goals, but they couldn't find any sustained offense. What can they do to keep that momentum that we saw for that brief stint?
Well, I mean, they are getting swarmed for one. A lot of the times they're just not really able to get out of their defensive half. They get stuck and they're trying to throw it off of the sidewalls and it's just not working for them. They need to put it out to the midfield, get a bit more creative, get that power and send it out into an effective direction. They're just kind of throwing touches, and then also Potomac, they are waiting in the midfield for them. They are just dominating that midfield presence. So get a couple demos on your way out. Steal that mid boost, because that is so freaking important. If you can get your hands on that big mid boost on either side, you know on your way back as you take that, alleviated pressure is coming. Breathing room is being created as you collect it and run back to your half. So really control the midfield, not only in positioning and ball touches, but getting your hands on that boost as well.
Absolutely. Boost management can be such a big key and translates into so many good things for the team, Grant. You really feel that effect, and for me, that's what separates good teams from great teams. They do the little things right. For here in game number 2, and doing the big things right away is Azuro, but Riley there to clean up a potential disaster out the gates. Here is Rots. Potomac once again trying to find that flurry of goals they had in game number 1. Been very impressed by this offense. They are some gunners, and they're out here once again. Azuro trying to set something up. They can't find it. Here's Rots coming through. Azuro trying to get a nice pass off. The communication just not quite there. Azuro another center. Riley clears. Wild Army the backup. Here's Riley. Potential breakaway opportunity. Can't quite find the angle. The defense not the greatest touch either, however. Here's Tunasab trying to set something up. They can't get it to go. Riley following up. There's the center, but easily cleared by the defense.
Here's Tuna up. You notice a lot of the times Nichols, they are getting low on the boost game for defense, so it's only a matter of time before they will return here off of this offensive pressure. They're controlling the boost game so far, and that's how they've gotten into this offensive positioning. Now they just got to keep going and get their hands on the corner boost and dominate that boost management game, because that has been their struggle so far moving in to the second game of the series. Wild Armyson puts it off the back wall. Rots throws him off. Riley comes in from the corner, sends it out behind the defense, just wide. Wild Armyson unable to make up for it. Azuro waits upfield after the misconnection. Rots throws it up there, but Riley intercepts. Tuna, huge line connection here. Here comes some progression of play down to Wild Army. Doesn't get the double. Riley's quick to it. Off the ceiling, doesn't recover. Could have used a little bit of air roll there. Goldfood now on the panic for Potomac. Put on this kind of speed, because every team has their breaking point, and Nichols Nichols might have just found it in Potomac, but they need to keep going.
They gotta keep going indeed, Grant. Even if you found the break point, you still haven't found much offense of your own. Knotted up at 0-0, but it's encouraging to see them slow down just a bit of 0. Oh, beautiful passing play. Can they convert?
Wow.
No, they can't. Oh my goodness, what a bit of defense there by Tuna Sav, taking the lunch money at the last moment. Wow, Goldfood trying to find something on the back. Riley attempting to clear. Goldfood going to keep the possession alive. Potomac's offense has looked absolutely fantastic. They just haven't found the goals here.
And they also have yet to find some confidence. Potomac getting some really big opportunities for some runaway goals here. They find the pass connections, they find their own solo plays, but they lack a little bit of confidence, thinking that somebody's going to contest it. They got to say, this ball is mine, no matter what happens. You know, it's like, this is my ball. There are many like it, but this one is mine. You get it?
You get it indeed. Tuna Sav, another solid play there. Couldn't quite find the goal. That one's going to go wide left as well. Back-to-back opportunities, Grant. They can't quite find what they're looking for. Rots going up, trying to find a misdirect. Can't get it to go on the defensive end. Wild Armyson closing in. Solid contact, but there is Rots to clean it up after.
I'm not sure what Tuna was doing, waiting for that mid boost or what, but it may not even matter here as they've got the boost. Oh, I take it back. They've been demoed here. Now Rots with a spectacular carry and pass play connects with Goldfood on the goal line.
Wow, look at this pass, Grant. The more I watch this team, the more I am impressed by Potomac. This team came to play, and their offense has shown up and showed out here in both game number 1 and game number 2. Nichols has to find a goal if they don't want to find themselves trailing 2-0 here early on in this best-of-5 series.
For sure, they do not want to go down. It's the last place that any team wants to be is in a reverse sweep opportunity. But here's an opportunity blocked by Rots off the save. And Wild Armyson says, hey, this ball is mine, this rifle is mine. Pulls the trigger on this one for the tie game equalizer.
Yeah, Goldfood just in an awkward position right there. Couldn't quite find it in the equalizer. Indeed, 1 minute and 6 seconds on the clock. All knotted up at 1 goal apiece. Nichols striking back. Stark contrast with game number 1, as that was nearly an errant goal in which we saw just so many goals being poured in. This one a bit of a low scoring affair. Going to see what comes of it. Tuna Sav trying to find something up in the air to Riley. Can't get it to go. Goldfood trying to generate some offense out the other end, but blown up by Wild Armyson. Trying to find some offense there. Good bit of defense from Rots. Oh, what a demo right there to get some advantage.
Oh, double flip reset, I think, or at least one reset. Used 2 dodges, so it looked like a double. Regardless, spectacular control and spectacular team play. Tuna Sav serves it up on a silver platter.
Serving it up on a silver platter indeed. Riley, a beautiful pass in there. Tuna Sav brings it home. Just under half a minute to go. Nichols up 2 goals to 1. Potomac, the offense has been electric all day long. They just gonna find opportunity, and there it is. But Riley takes away the equalizer. They've got to clamp up on defense here. Nichols trying to walk away game number 2 winners. Another attack. There's Wild Army. 10 on the clock. This one's coming down to the wire. Waterfall. Oh, Riley's there again.
Goodness, so close. They need to keep it up here. I don't know how long they're going to be able to. Rots got stuffed by their own teammate off of their roof, and they'll go down. It is 1-1 in the series, and could you ask for anything better?
Riley came up absolutely massive in the latter half of that game. Sensational stuff, really making sure that Nichols secures the win there. Chat, I am not from New York. I am from middle of nowhere, Wisconsin. You might be familiar. It's between 2 cornfields. Very, very notable place. But Grant, speaking of notability, Riley with a notable performance there in game number 2. What does Nichols need moving forward if they want to keep up some of this momentum?
Well, I mean, first of all, you don't even need to feed the ball to Riley because they're feeding it to their teammates, being an absolutely phenomenal team player, able to throw it back down to whoever needs to get there. And it was also just a buildup of that pressure. They found the weakness in Potomac, and that's playing that outpacing, speedy game, capitalizing on counterattacks, which is something I am huge on. The better you can do that, the better you can get those clears, take some creative paths, some scenic routes here and there, the more you can run circles around the opposition, the more you're going to put them under pressure, and the more panic is going to come up, the more anxiety is going to go up, and they'll eventually crack under that pressure. They found the weakness. They just need to keep going with speed, keep cranking the dial up, turn up the heat, and keep her going.
Keep her going, indeed, there, as they say in my neck of the woods. Grant, I've got
Yes, sir.
3 big keys for you. They all start with an M. Mentality, mentality, mentality. Both these teams, we've seen their offense. They can do it. They can do it in stretches. They can do it blazing fast. We just need to see them convert on their opportunities. Potomac's offense, absolutely beautiful to watch. They just couldn't convert as much as they'd like to. Bison, similar thing. You talked about them generating advantage there in the midfield. Those breakaway goals. We need to see some more of that here in game number 3. Wild Army Sun trying to play this one off the wall, but Rot's able to keep it alive, and there is Riley, the hero from game number 2, coming through with a clear.
Nichols College also needs to do a great job at continuing the boost control game. Keep the boost management well so they can continue these offensive pushes, because early on started getting me to question a little bit. And this moment that Potomac realizes that's the moment when they are going to strike. Here comes Azuro looking for the backboard. Reed doesn't get it. Just across to the other side. Goldfood dives in for it, leaves Rots all alone, but there's the boost game coming into play right there. Wild Army doesn't have the boost to get the power they needed and sending it away, but Riley and Azuro will go and have a little bit of a makeout session in the corner for that Rule 1. I guess you could say it's a 2v2. We'll see which squad is the better 2v2ers.
Welcome to twos here. We're now going to see who's been on the grind of the twos ladder this season. And it looked like Goldfood and Rots were the correct answer. Absolutely beautiful play. Goldfood tossing it up right over Wild Army.
Rainbow.
Wow. Grant, what a goal right there. It was not an understatement. This Potomac offense is just beautiful to watch. The way they play together, their synergy, just you can really tell a team that practices well together.
Yes, you absolutely can. You can see that chemistry when the fluidity is there, when everybody doesn't miss a single beat, when connections are made, not a single ball is whipped. That is when you see true greatness. Riley gets in the way here of Tuna, their own teammate, though. As we're saying it, they still continue the offensive pressure, but how much boost could have been sacrificed then? Azuro tries to get it passed on the side while Riley is there, and this is the play we've had our eyes on, setting up their team with passes that just come out of scraps here in game number 3. This is Wild Army Sun down to the corner and the back wall, punched out. Now we come under 3 minutes, still Potomac in the lead, but only by 1. Nichols will continue to pick up the pace here. They'll deal with the defensive pressure now. Here's a huge pinch, and that's how they bail themselves out of it. It's 1-1.
Wild Army Sun finding a goal right off of that pinch, as you said. Didn't feel like they were in danger, but Potomac, no one back on defense, had no hope of saving that one. The equalizer, you know, after that first game in which everyone was just going nuts on offense, we've had a bit of a low scoring affair here. We're going to see if that continues. Look for the double tap, can't quite find it. That looked gorgeous though, Grant.
Oh, yes, it did. 100%. Now Azuro finds a pass. No, it's blocked and intercepted by Riley. Goldfood puts it up to the sidewall. Now this one bounces off the ceiling. Good read from Tuna, knowing that it would bounce off there. Riley gets in the way, though. We're starting to see some ball chasing come out from Riley, but they make it up, and they get it to the backboard for Tuna. Oh, they bang the crossbar. Riley can't make up for it, and Nichols suffer a huge opportunity lost, gone by the wayside. One more shot blocked by Goldfood. Here comes Riley, and they make it work. They make it happen.
And Potomac triple commits here almost. Yeah, look, all 3 of them just ball chasing right for that. Riley, who's been on defense all game long, their eyes got big as that goal, just as wide, just as open, and said, thank you very much. I will put the Bison up 2-1.
This is great team play. Regardless of these little double commits that we're seeing from Nichols, they keep the pace going. They're controlling boost relatively well, but here they'll suffer for a moment. Nope, just kidding. Riley's got their hands on the big boost easily there. The midfield presence, though, is starting to go away for Potomac right now. Tuna Sav up to put it to the right wall. Goes down for a Zero. Huge clear here. Bounces off the ceiling and goes in. That shot had a pot of gold at the end of it because that was a rainbow.
Massive rainbow indeed. A Zero putting it up, sitting back, admiring their hard work. Riley, who's been that staunch defender all game long, not even able to get a handle on it. We are all knotted up once again at 2 apiece right here. Potomac not going away just yet before game number 3 is in the books.
Here we go, though. Azuro gets a clear. Now it's Riley who puts it back out. Rots back in off the right post and out. So close. Now we see shots and panic trying to go so fast and a little bit more than they can handle. They need to start landing these shots, and they know it. Each time it happens, it's more heartbreaking than the last. They can't quite get there. And I know I mentioned rainbows, and I may have turned a little Irish there, but there is no eyes being turned here because Goldfood is looking to strike, has their eyes on the prize. A Zero comes through off the corner. Riley down low. Goldfood with a shot. Wild Armisen with a leaping save, keeping it tied up. We could see overtime if this continues.
Yes, indeed. Nichols' defense tightening up exactly at the right moment. Potomac putting so many shots on goal. Demo right there, but not before the clear is attained. Riley up for it. Goldfood going to play it down before anything can happen. But there's an offensive opportunity. Good play there. Oh, not going to find anything off of that one. Tuna Sav, very solid touches back to back here. Now the last one on defense. A Zero, a 1v1. This could be for the game. Plays it wide left. 10 on the clock. Overtime in sight here, Grant.
I'm just glad that we saw Nichols control the boost game, because otherwise that could have been the end there. I'm not sure of how the 1v1 skills are, but the overtime and endurance skills better be here for Potomac.
Yeah, absolutely. They have scored the last goal, so a little bit of momentum with them. Wild Armisen can't get the contact, but they do find it from Tuna Sav. Back now on a dangerous place. Tuna Sav able to clear. Goldfood running into the two-mate. Can they find something in the back end? Tuna Sav not going to get it to go right there. Riley playing it into the corner. Goldfood trying to find some offense. Very good bump right there. This could be a free goal. It is! Rots sending us home with an overtime goal here in game number 3.
Wow, Wild Armisen got taken out by Azuro on the turn back, and just like that, Potomac take back the lead in this series 2-1. And now we go to game 4. And Ethan, why don't you fill us in this time? You know what I love to say on behalf of Leachy of what goes on in game number 4s.
You know what, Grant? I'm going to change it up a little bit. I'm not Leachy. Okay. I'm not Grant. Okay. I'm going to say game 4 is where we find out which team has the calves, Grant. Which team's been putting in the squats? Who's got the calves? Yeah. Because you know what? Right now, it looks like Potomac's got the calves. Their offense just coming through. They've been stretched out all week long. But Grant, Nichols might have something to say. You know, Buffalo got some meaty old legs right there. Buffalo, those Bison got some serious calves. I might even be willing to say that if I rode a Bison, you could call me the cavalry. So we're going to see if they can come through here in game number 4. Nichols trying to strike back, but man, Potomac's offense has just been absolutely electric tonight.
Yes, it has been, but we cannot sleep on Nichols either.
That's it, Jack. I'm trademarking it. Whoever said that, you're a genius.
Oh,
game 4, leg day check. Who's got the calves and who doesn't?
Game 4, maybe you know, day 4, Thursday, day 4 of the week. Maybe that's leg day. I don't know about you, Ethan, but now I think we should go do some leg day works. We still got 2 days to wait until then. 5 minutes on the clock. We are here on the leg day test. Let's see who's got those big calves. Maybe it's Goldfood setting up Rots. No, they can't get there. Azuro, though, quick back in on it. Rots puts it up high off the back wall. Goldfood for the finish. Crossbar down.
Crossbar looking like the defensive MVP there until the end, letting that one slide through. Gold Food coming in, taking advantage of that overcommitment on the last shot, and just like that, Potomac's out 1-0 here early on in game number 4. They're trying to put this series to bed. Tuna Sav may have other plans, but Rot's beautiful piece of defense right there. Good center, Gold Food. Who else has the goal on the other end? Playing some solid defense as well. Azuro trying to set it up, gets demoed for their efforts. Wild Army Sun and the 2v1 not going to find anything right there.
Gold Food, though, on the backboard. Potomac starting to get a little shaky on this defense. This one's high. Azuro, as I say it, is able to get that clear out of here. Rot's out to the side. Riley up high to the ceiling now. Azuro wants to contest. They dove forward. Gold Food out again to the side wall. Passed in for Riley. No connection there. Rot's able to get themselves in the way. Rot's leaves it back. Azuro takes over. Now looks for the drop down to Gold Food. The angle is tough, though. It's just high. Riley carries it out. Azuro to the back wall. Looks for the double. Had the confidence. Didn't have the boost, though. And Wild Army, for sure, got in the way of that one. They've got themselves a breakaway. Flick up high. Rotz stalls it. They'll need to clear again. Nope. Riley does it for them as they attempted to get that shot.
Yeah, tempted is the correct word there. Squandering a good opportunity. There's Ross, but Riley doing what they do best. Solid bit of defense right there in the midfield. May have another touch opportunity. Riley doing it all, trying to make up for blowing that last goal opportunity. There's Tuna Sav. Good save right there, trying to keep it alive. A solid center. Riley can't get it done once again. A bit high on that one. Azuro on the crack back. Gonna get it taken away, and that ball just a bit wide right, but looks like a bit of an odd contact that may have led to a goal. Alas, not to be for Nichols right now. They have to find some offense with just under 3 minutes to go.
That is a play and 3/4 Rots to Azuro. Didn't know if the pass back was happening. Instead, they opt for the demo. Catches everyone off guard. Converts the goal for 2-0. An outstanding play from Potomac.
Set that to music right there. That is on every highlight reel for both of their careers for a little while. Gorgeous play. Wild Army Sun and Nichols, meanwhile, have to find something to hold on to. 2.5 minutes. They're trailing 2 goals. Not looking good for the Bison right now. It's looking like Potomac has been the ones in the gym all week long, putting in work on those calves.
Yes, they have been. Now Azuro, oh my goodness, Wild Army Son. Maybe they're from the Army because they certainly got leg day on notice with a save like that.
Absolutely, and Rot's coming through. Potomac trying to put this game away. Ooh. And once again, that upper left, not friendly to them. Riley has to save, but Rot gets it in.
Remember, folks, this is match point, and Potomac won it now. They want to take home this game. Rots to the top shelf where the kids, and especially Riley, couldn't reach it. 3-0-2-0-2 on the clock. It might be Potomac's game and series to win.
It's definitely their game and series to win. You're up 3 goals. There's no reason to blow this lead, but if you're Nichols, you're trying to find every crack in the game. Oh my gosh, Wild Army Son on the other end. The shot in the arm that they needed.
Put up the sheesh in chat because that is wild.
Oh man, NECC hitting new lows here in game number 4. As Rots may have a free goal right here, and Potomac, Riley on the back end. Can they find some offense? They have numbers right here. Riley doing it all right now. That center is going to be a little bit long, a little bit wide right there. Can't find anything. Here is Rots. Nichols, they found a little bit of life with that last goal, but they need to find some more here. 1.5 minutes to go. Not a bad contact to start. Unfortunately, Rots is all over that one. They have to find another goal and do it in a hurry. 1 goal is manageable, but 2, Grant, with closing on a minute to go, is tough.
Oh, it is. Oh my goodness. It was about to be 3, but there's still now a chance for Nichols. However, Potomac, they smell blood in the water. Pass off the back wall, blocked by Tuna. Riley's up to defend early, puts it out to the side. However, Rotz is back in for it. Another block off the top. Azuro from midfield plants it up to Rotz. That's one that's going to catch you off guard any day of the week.
Look at this little bit of a redirect from Rotz. Just a little bit of a boop. Sneaking right in there. Wild Army Son not ready for that one. Not even the facing the proper direction. 52 seconds on the clock. And right now, it looks like Potomac will be heading home the winners.
It does look a little grim for Nichols College, and that could perhaps be the outcome, especially if they keep this offense going long enough. Another failed clear from Nichols College proves detrimental to their success. Azuro over the head of Tuna, though, plants it out to the corner, swings around the left side. Rotz with the dunk, 30 seconds to go, and the final dagger for Potomac. 5 goals to 1 at 28 seconds. I think we can say this one is secure.
Grant, this offense is absolutely phenomenal. I am so impressed by Potomac State's just absolute efficiency. If I am St. Clair, if I am Durham, this is the team in the middle of the standings that I'm watching out for. There's some serious upset potential here with this offense, Grant. Man, playoffs will be exciting. The games to come will be exciting. Riley has to be excited getting that goal here with 12 seconds to go.
This one may be shut out, but Riley still wants their screen time. A screamer put in at 92 miles an hour off of a phenomenal pass from their teammate. Nichols College, they're not done. 12 seconds still to go. Maybe they can put up one more. Azuro, though, is already up. Tuna gets the dunk, though. Almost an open net. Riley awaits it on the left side, down in front of Wild Army. So now over. Oh, I think it's the opposition looking for the one more goal, but it's Potomac who doesn't need it. They didn't get it, but they got this game done, dusted, and cleaned up. 3-1 in the series, and you are right. This is a team to watch out for.
Yeah, and they're a team that did sweep Nichols the first time around. So if you're Nichols, you gotta say we have improved a little bit, right? We have gained a game on these guys. We didn't take any in the past, but if you're looking at Potomac State's record, 3-0 against Nichols, 3-0 against King College, 5-game series against St. Clair, 7-1, 3-1 versus Fanshawe, 1-3 versus Durham, 2-3 versus Montclair. That Montclair one stands out as the game that they probably should have won there, Grant. I think if they shore up the defense, we are looking at a serious contender in the Eastern Conference.
Yeah, you play like this any week, you will find a very good series whenever you put Potomac on the field. This is a team to be feared, and I've got my eyes on as we get closer and closer to the playoff season for NECC. But man, this one was a lot of fun. Now, I think we are going to a player interview, and if so, I would like to talk to Gold Food.
Yeah, Gold Food and Rotz are the two names that immediately sprung to my mind. Both players just doing so much on both ends of the ball right there, but especially on the offensive end. Once again, if this team could shore up their defense, Grant, they will be scary.
They will be. Listen, I saw a phenomenal display on another channel yesterday in another team who's not in the NECC, but honestly, if they were here, their defense is just beyond what I can even fathom. They block shot after shot, put up the most amount of saves I've ever seen in a single Rocket League game with, I think, somewhere between 11 and 13. Just putting up double digits in saves in 1 5-minute period, that is crazy. So I think that team, if they do happen to be watching, they should join the NECC. But if we see that kind of performance out of Potomac, you are certainly right. They will be scary and perhaps even unstoppable.
Yeah, Durham and St. Clair both at home taking notes after this impressive performance, as we will be having our interview. Rotz joining the booth. How are you feeling after that somewhat quick 4-game series?
Yeah, it was good. I mean, we were really hoping for the 3-0, but we're still glad to get the win and come out on top going into playoffs, you know. We still have some things to work on, but still got the win.
It's good to hear. Yeah, congratulations, by the way. But let's talk about that one goal, right? There was this, I think we all know what we're talking about in that last series, where you're basically turned around and you turn yourself around. Just use the wheels to send in a 62-mile-an-hour boomer into the back of the net. How do you find those angles? What's your training routine like? Because please tell me, I gotta know.
Lots and lots of training packs, man. I always get on and do warm up for at least 20-30 minutes. You just got to really grind out those training packs to get good at this game. Hours and hours.
Noted, for sure.
Duly noted indeed. Bronzes and silvers everywhere, rejoicing at the wisdom distributed here from Rots. Looking forward, Potomac, you guys put up so many goals in such a hurry. The offense, when it's clicking, is just absolutely terrifying to watch. Very reminiscent of the Golden State Warriors when they had Kevin Durant, the whole Goon squad, if you ask me.
Oh, yeah.
What has to be fixed in your mind if you want to win this whole thing, if you want to walk out winners in the East, to beat the Durhams of the world, to beat the St. Clairs of the world? What has to improve in your eyes here, Rots?
So our third man rotations are kind of iffy sometimes. We find ourselves pushing up too often. And also, personally, I think our passing needs to be worked on. If we pass, it's usually either too weak or it's not at the person. And it sometimes just gets cut off a lot. And we really need to work on these two things if we really want to improve our rotations overall and get better and hopefully beat Durham in the future.
Well, I'll provide my 2 cents on how I practice in passing. I'll give you a fun exercise, right? Sometimes you just hop in a private match. It's like when your buddies aren't on and you've got one on and be like, yo, dude, you want to practice? And then be like, yeah, let's go. You get into a private match and you just take turns. You flip directions going side to side, goal to goal, coast to coast, and you just pass the ball to each other. You try to get just these clean passing plays, disable goal reset, and you go for just hours at a time. Endless fun. I kid you not. So I'm just going to say, so much fun. You should try it out, and it will nail your passing plays. You hop into your first ranked game, yeah, you're going on a win streak for at least 10 games, I tell you.
Oh, yeah, I might have to try that. It actually sounds pretty fun.
It should be illegal how fun it is.
A lot of knowledge being dropped. Rots, do you have anything to say to chat to the people at home about the performance before we let you go here?
If everybody could wish Gold Food a happy birthday, that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Hey, 2019. What are we dealing with? How many years?
I think he's 19 or 20. He's one of the two.
Closest of teammates, 19 or 20. Chat, blow it up, chat. All right.
Happy birthday. Heck, we'll play happy birthday. Who knows? I've got a piano here. We get Gold Fruit in here. I'll sing happy birthday.
Hey, can we get Gold Fruit in here? We will sing happy birthday on stream. Gold Fruit said no.
Goodness.
Oh my god.
He said no.
You have to ask me on your birthday to spend it with your family or people not on the stream. Golly. I tell you what. But Rots, thank you so much for popping by. We appreciate you here. We appreciate the performance on the pitch as well.
Thanks, guys. Thanks for having me.
No problem. Well, Ethan, that concludes everything that you and I have got going on in the booth. But like I mentioned, it's only almost 8 p.m. Eastern. We got action going all the way to 11 p.m. So stick around. We got more hype duos on the casting booth coming up next. Oh yeah, and it's gonna run
Boise
wild.
State's next. Come on, chat. Boise State's next. Broncomania sweeping across the nation. All right.
Oh yeah, we got it coming up for you all here on the NECC. Don't go anywhere. Grab your popcorn and be ready.
Hey man, I just can't find a comfortable headset. I mean, I've tried everything. Literally everything.
Jeez, my brother. I got you.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
That is comfortable. Hey man, I just can't find a comfortable headset. I mean, I've tried everything. Literally everything.
Jeez, my brother. I got you.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
That is comfortable.